today. From Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. This is Madden Football on EA Sports. We'll see Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Bucaneers taking on Tua Tagovailoa and the Miami Dolphins.
We are just a few miles from the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Miami Dolphins and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And a welcome in, everybody, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, so much gets made about offensive comparisons. Here's a matchup where the defenses may just take center stage.
Yeah, we're usually talking about guys scoring touchdowns. How about the guys who prevent them and change the momentum of the game when they take the ball away? I love those ball hawks in the secondary. People after my own heart.
Here's the punter, Jake Camarda, set to do the honors, and off we go now from Tampa. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Here is Tua Tagovailoa heading out to lead this Miami offense.
And when you watch him play, everything just looks like it comes so naturally to him. When he's dialed in and finds that zone, passes are crisp, he sees the field really well, and he takes charge as the leader of this offense.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Here's Raheem Mostert, the local product from right here in Florida. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And his throw here's incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Looking to pass. Tua. He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert. And oh, he's just going to be short here. Barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. They'll get 8, but they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive because that's not enough. Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Fielded at the 20. No score after 1 on EA Sports. On 1st down, Brady. Complete right side to Otten. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brady. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. So Brady and the Bucs need to work a little magic. 3rd and long after that last sack. Fournette running right. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Fourth down, so Jake Camarda is out there. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return, and it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins taking over now late in this first half, and they've got a little under 40 seconds to go if they want to try to put something together here. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's 2nd down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. Tua going to throw. The pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down. Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position, and even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right. The running back had no shot to get over and try and protect his quarterback, and a sack resulted.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So plenty of action on the field, but no action right now on the scoreboard, at least as of yet. 0-0 is our score. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Back to you guys in a bit. But first, we welcome everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Report. His guys have the lead as we'll hand it back over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. So no scoring in our first half. What will the second half bring as we are now back underway? Fielded just outside the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. And Charles, a scoreless first half. How does that change how you assess things here moving forward?
Well, it doesn't change it a whole lot because remember, it's still scoreless, which means you're starting from 0 again, so you just have one half to play instead of 2. What I would look at my play sheet, though, and see is something that maybe loosens things up for my guys, gets a smile on their faces, and gets them going to begin the second half.
They accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Out of the pistol, it's Fournette. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
On 2nd and 11 now. Brady. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Buried behind the line by Christian Wilkins. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The sack backs him up 3rd and long. Tough challenge for Brady and the Bucs. They defer to White out of the shotgun. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Shifts past him at the 45. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It'll be a 41-yard punt, give them 5 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. They need to get this around the 40 to have a chance to win it in regulation. From the 40, it's a 57-yard field goal, so that gives you a gauge.
And all they're trying to do now is pick up yardage in good chunks and get out of bounds to stop the clock. If they end up running a play and get tackled in bounds, they're worried the clock may run out on them and finish the game.
And they'll have to be careful how they handle this. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Here we go, set, black, 95.
Here's Tua. Trying to lay one up deep. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And the Bucs are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the safe calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
And 5 yards, not going to cut it here. That clock continues to run. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Final whistle blows, and we need some extra time here to decide who will be the victor.
60 minutes, just not enough some days to decide who's going to win the game.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So it's the Dolphins who are going to get the football first here as we are back underway now in overtime. Taking it about the 1. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Miami set to take over. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Running the counter with Mostert. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
Set, hut, 33, yellow. Let's go.
First throw of the OT session for Tua. And that is incomplete.
As soon as he leaped out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Tua just going to bat this forward on the end around. And that could be a killer. He'll lose yardage and tackled inbounds. And with just 9 seconds left in overtime, we get whistles and a timeout. Let's see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Tua. And able to find Gesicki as tight end. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 40. 1 overtime. How about 2? We need another. We're still even. We'll switch sides and have that second overtime in just a moment. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Up the middle they go with Mostert. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Levante David in on the tackle.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Tua. Eluding the pressure right. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
And I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Coming up on a 3rd and 9. Opening drive of overtime as they look to convert. Tua to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the first at the 32. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to make it 4th down. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to at least get them a lead here in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good. Overtime. Sanders now to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Well, it's pretty simple now. They need a field goal out of this drive to extend overtime, or obviously, Charles, a touchdown to win it.
Yeah, and I'm taking the defense's perspective on this one, partner, because now they know with a 3-point lead, they can afford to give that up because you just keep playing, right? Overtime gets extended. But if you give up the touchdown, it's game over. So on offense, every play you make, you've got to try and get just a little bit more out of each one in order to try and get to the end zone, because they're going to play everyone back, keep everything in front.
Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Brady's throw here into the hands of Jones. Oh, and a nice tackle, a 6-yard pickup, but they need more than that. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. So a little chunk there on 1st as they try to chip away down 3 in overtime.
I like your description. Chip away, down 3. You don't have to get it all in one big play, although obviously that would be nice, but there's no need to have that type of risk associated with it. Run your offense, get 1st downs, get yourself in a position where you know you're going to at least get 3 and keep this game going. If you get 6, so much the better.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 41. Brady to throw again. Good there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. He completes it right side to White. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Open man has got one. It's complete. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 24-yard line. Brady finding Godwin there for a Buccaneer 1st. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Brady. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Now Brady. A high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Now the Dolphins are going to take another timeout here. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to keep the game alive. Succop's kick is good. And we are tied once again here in the overtime session. Well, this one certainly has not lacked for intrigue. Let's keep playing. What do you say?
Fine by me. I'm loving what we're seeing here. This is a heck of a game. And now, guess what? A kicker may decide it again, and the next one that does it wins it.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Miami's offense set and ready to go. I cannot imagine how these players and coaches feel, Charles, because my palms sweating up here in the booth now as we go to the third drive of overtime. And as we know, from here on out, any points win this football game.
I'll throw you a towel as well, partner. I've got one for myself, but let's face it, our nerves, our pressure, nothing compared to what's going on that field. Both of the field goal kickers active here early. Can one of them become the hero and end this thing?
He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
Tua's throw is taken in by Waddle. And he'll get him a first down up past the 40 as the clock ticks on. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It'll be their 2nd and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Tagovailoa connecting with Hill. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. So the OT clock hits 0, and we're still not done. We'll switch sides and need at least one more OT to decide it after this. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. A run with Mostert up the middle. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Tua. That's out to Hill, right side complete. Only able to gain a couple there. And it'll be 4th 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. So it all rests now on the right foot of Jason Sanders. Now the Buccaneers go ahead and take another timeout. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. This to win it in overtime. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and we will play on here in overtime. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Brady. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Now a timeout called for by the offense. That's their second and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back. And the Dolphins beef up the secondary here as they look to stop them on 3rd down. Here's Brady to throw. And Brate, the tight end's got it. And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. So the OT clock hits 0, and we're still not done. We'll switch sides and need at least one more OT to decide it after this. Brady now on 1st down. This is caught by Evans. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. Fournette, a 1st down carry. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys, poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. Now the Dolphins are going to take another timeout here. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. So on is their kicker, and it's down to this. And this one will be a 29-yard attempt. And the kick is good. And finally, this one is over. We thought it may never end, but that kick puts the exclamation mark on it. obviously, Charles, this was by no means an offensive track meet. I mean, the defenses were the story in this ball game. But, hey, they got enough points to get the job done. And at the end of the day, that's all that matters.
You're absolutely right about that, partner. In such a low-scoring game, it completely changes everything you had planned to do out there. Fortunately for them, they got just enough scoring to bring home the win. And in this type of a game, to play their defense, that became one of their biggest keys.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Bucs are winners here as we say so long from Tampa.